A petitioner wants Parliament to amend the Constitution and set a two-term limit for members of Parliament and members of the county assemblies. Jonah Gachuki says it is discriminatory to set term limits for the president and governors and allow parliamentarians at the national and county levels to serve for limitless periods as long as they win in elective contests. But as Francis Gachuri reports, the petition is seemingly dead on arrival, with members of Parliament dismissing it even before the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee has considered it as directed by Speaker Justin Muturi.
According to Jonah Gachuki's petition, parliamentarians should serve for only 2 terms and pave the way just like presidents and governors, as outlined in the Constitution enacted 11 years ago. The petition seeks Parliament's initiative in amending Articles 102, 148 and 180 of the Constitution to set term limits for MPs and MCAs.
Having determined that the matters raised by the petitioner are well within the authority of the House, I order that the pursuant to Provisional Standing Order 227-1, the petition be committed to the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs.
I think the committee should be spared from this kind of petitions, that they have more work to be able to look into.
The petitioner is within his rights, but we probably need to advise him. He's not likely to go far unless he can, because a constitutional amendment that also affects the Bill of Rights. We know where it's going.
But even before the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee handles the petition, lawmakers were keen to seal its fate.
The reason why the terms of the president and the governors were capped was due to the fact that these are CEOs of the Republic and of the county. The rest of them, including ourselves, we are just there, hangabouts and possibly without positions that are clearly defined as far as these offices are concerned. That is why nobody cared to say, limit the terms, let the people limit the terms themselves.
There are very good historical, legal and factual reasons why only the office of the president and the governor were limited and not these other elective offices. The committee will do itself great justice by summarily dismissing this petition.
In this country, we tend to be thinking that we have got a right to be elected each and every time. And I think, Mr. Speaker, there comes a time that we have to give others space as well. So, Mr. Speaker, I believe that if it is possible, let it be prosecuted, and I will be one of them who will be voting for it.
Currently, about 40 members of Parliament in the 2 chambers have served for at least 15 years. In the National Assembly, Jimmy Angwenyi is the longest serving, and in his 5th term now, Samuel Moroto of Kapenguria, nominated MP Minor Commander, Eldas lawmaker Adan Keinan and Gideon Conchela of Kilgoris have been in Parliament for almost 20 years. Their peers include Maoka Maore, Cecily Mbarire, Kato Ole Metito, Naomi Shaban and Wafula Wamunyinyi, who have clocked 4 terms each. In the Senate, Vihiga Senator George Haniri is serving his 2nd term, but has been a parliamentarian since 1996, when he was elected in a by-election to succeed his father, the late Nicodemus Haniri. Siaya Senator James Orengo is also serving a 2nd term in the Senate, but first set foot in Parliament in 1980. He was a member of the 7th, 8th and 10th Parliaments.
I think it is also good to note that when we are given a position to serve, we should serve to the best of our ability, and we let the people decide for how long we can serve as members of Parliament.
But I think it's only fair that now that we have many elective offices, we have the governor, we have the Senate, maybe we need to do 2 terms in one office and move to the next one.
I don't know of any jurisdiction in the world where elected leaders like members of Parliament, those representing people, the MCS or councillors or so, have term limits. So even as it goes to the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, I will only urge them to make sure that it dies on arrival.
As per the Standing Order 227, the committee doesn't even have to bring any report here. You just write back to the petitioner, advising him on what they have found.
Francis Gachuri, Citizen TV.